So to continue where I left off, before I continue, I've written a poem and drawn some pictures and wrote a poem. I'll recite the poem, and that gives you like tip number one. Write it down. Write your minds down. Write your thoughts down in form of could be like recording your videos or writing down really helps more than anything, like it kind of expresses your mind in the paper and you can see it, and that's really good tip for any kind of mental health, like any mental health, or even if you don't have mental health issues, but like I'll recite the poem. That's one quote I wrote, and it's my own quote. It says, sometimes you have to just not try to make any sense, and whatever that means to you. So the poem goes like this. I ask what is mine. I ask what is true, and what is truly mine. Until now I sought pride in my parroted mind, that spoke from memories, or then I sought glory in the name of my family and country, or then I sought joy in the Marizan and cigarette, or I dreamed up where I came from and where I'm going to, and I sought love, the both ones, and I was lost in the trap of lust, seduced by serpentine and her cold hand. I dreamed wet, I dreamed that dry, I dreamed of heavenly colors and the explosions of those colorful orgasms. I bought happiness in bottle and in green, and the golden packs of gold standard king-size frames. I sought happiness of divine bliss in some fertile land with beautiful hairs and skin. I ran like a musk. I ran where I can find this fragrance stream. I bought and sought happiness of my dream, of what I dreamed by someone who taught me to dream. And now I quit the game. Few days I need to refrain. The initial resistance is to be made, to break the chain of addicted mind and to shatter the dreams I dreamed. I conditioned my happiness, I beaded it to my dream, and I run it back and forth to buy my pleasure as I escape a pain. I got golden leaves, bottled wine of flavors and taste of so divine. I bought love, I sought love in her waist and in her thighs, and I wake up regretful what I am doing with my life. And who am I and what am I? And what's my worth in this life? What is mine and who am I? As I quit from the chain of blissfully heavenly nonsense, I'm so lost but not lost. I'm sad but I'm good. When I have made the decision to quit, those decisions are so powerful, chains of oath that have shook my dream and my soul. That's the poem I wrote while I was going through the craving, or like through the rehabilitation, like quitting the addiction. And yeah, where I was like, yeah, after breakup hit me hard, man, like really, really hard. And then it was like COVID just started, and it was loneliness hit me hard, very hard. And breakup also, like it was a long relationship, so it hit me hard. And then with my ex-girlfriend before, we used to go to forest parties, and I've tried. I was like, I quitted weed in the whole time, but like I still tried sometimes ecstasy and LSD and magic mushrooms, but I couldn't smoke weed because I would get the paranoias and phobias and all kind of things back, and after the breakup, I did like lots of LSD, and then after that I did like some magic mushrooms, just to figure out, and those were kind of helping me or I don't know if it was helping, but that's what I did. And then I drank a lot of alcohol and went to party hard like every night, and was a lot of like pornography, and then spend time, like a lot of time, like walking and like sorting my. I was like super depressed and feeling like almost like no hope, And even if I had a good career, I had a job, I was a software engineer, but still I felt like so lonely and depressed, and alcohol, even like every hangover used to get worse, and I felt like I don't want to live anymore. And then that's when like weed came back in. I thought like, why don't I? I feared I'm gonna be alcoholic this way, like, and so I thought like I'm gonna just go back to weed, fall back, relapse, and not be scared to check out my phobias and paranoias and stuff. So in the beginning, like it was not that I didn't relapse like overnight, Like in the beginning, I would just smoke in the weekend or after work, and then drink some beer and go to sleep. I was using it as a sleeping aid, like instead of going to get sleeping pills or then suffering through insomnia. And then at one point it slipped. I started like consuming weed heavily, like back where I was before. From morning till evening, I wake up and the first thing I do is like smoke one fat joint with a coffee, and then I roll one another ready for the morning walk, and then I go meditate and smoke another, and I was like continuously high for 24/7. Like even in the middle of if I wake up for peeing, I would just roll one and smoke and sleep, and then wake up. I was never sober, like the whole 3 years, from 2020 to 2023. But it's still like, and then it was, and then I played guitar all day, like to channel my emotions and to learn music also. Which weed was helping, by the way, like to practice guitar. Okay, and not to make a boring one, I'll just play on a small tune for you. Yeah, and I learned guitar. I'm like very like underdeveloped genius in a sense. Like I'm artist, I'm engineer. I resource heavily on science, and then learn music very good, and yeah, weed helped me like to like kind of gather my like broken heart and broken emotions, and like I'll just like roll and smoke, and then sometimes 3D print stuff, like to, and some play music sometimes whole day, or sometimes do like research on science and engineering and learn programming, and then work and go like hours and hours of walking, to sort out the mind, and then that's a good way to like help your like mental health also. Like walking is really good, like to connect to your walking in nature. And then slowly, like I started already having like irrational thoughts, but I was fine. I was looking at irrational thoughts, the whole point of me relapsing to weed was to see what created the phobias and paranoias in first place, to understand my mind. Like I was like thinking like, now I'm mature enough, I will open up that thing where I was scared to continue, and write everything down, like what comes in the mind.